so it's going to be a big week. We've got to finish off the relevant footings that are running all the way along here. We've got to do a little nib here that will then return, and then return then into the existing part of the building. Now, the reason we've held back on this at the moment is because we've got to put this drain in here, and then we've got to put a soakaway over there. So obviously, if we go digging these footings here, we can't put them in because the soakaway and getting the truck barrow through here to get the soil out. So, and also to get the stone in as well. So the key thing is making sure, get this soakaway dug first. Once we've done that soakaway, we can then look at running this drain in here. And then once we've got that drain in, we can then start digging the rest of the footings going along here. Adie's got this all dug out now, ready and prepped. Originally we marked out 1.5, but when I ran the calculation for the roof, it actually worked out we needed 2 cubic meters of egg crate system, which will allow the amount of water that's required from the new build then to go into the soakaway, which is 5.5 meters away from the actual build itself. I know it's a little bit over the top, but we really like to square and level everything off beautifully. And you can probably just see there's a bit of a foothold. I always put little footholes in so I can climb in and out quite easily instead of jumping up and down and struggling to get out. First thing we do is put a little bit of stone in the bottom here. Gonna get like about 100 mil scattered in there. Get nice and level, because the reason I like it nice and level just means the egg crate systems, when they go in, they can actually sit lovely and level, nice and crisp and tight instead of being uneven like that. Second thing we're going to do is then lay the tram, and the tram will lay all the way along here, go all the way in, back out there as well, and then probably lay some the other way if it's not quite wide enough, because we need to make sure we encapsulate all of the egg crate system. So it's really important. If you can imagine, we've got 2 meters there, a meter there, and a meter here, so that's 4 meters. So we'll probably end up going that way as well. So in fact, there's Aid now with the tram. Do you know, that's quite satisfying seeing that, isn't it? Do you know what I think? Pretty good, isn't it, Mac? Got a couple of clips, mate. Now look, you see what the difference is getting that stone level. None of these are uneven now, so it makes it so much easier now. Get myself a couple of clips. Thanks, Abe. That'll do. That's what these clips are for. One in there like that. Bang it in. One in there. Tap it in. There you go, look at that. So 1.5 by 2.5, but then by 1.3 deep. So it's a big old soakaway, plenty of size area for the amount of water that's going to come off the new part of the building. So normally most people do meter by meter, but we worked out which is the water that was required over the new part of the build is a little bit above what I like. So I just thought, right, the best thing to do is just make the soakaway bigger. We made it a really good size, so there's plenty of additional space there for water. We have a draining day today and footing day today. So we've got to dig the footings over here, and then also we've got to start running the drainage over here. Here you can see the invert of this drain here to the invert here is 55 mil. So it's really important that you take that into consideration when you're running your manholes. So right, we'll watch the time lapse, see how it all goes on, and we'll do all the marking out and you'll see that as well. See you in a bit. we're doing is we're just now going to do an infill here. Pete's bringing a load of pea gravel. There you go, Pete. So we're going to put a load of pea gravel around this. We've got to put a piece of ply in here as well. And then obviously what we'll do, we'll run all of the relevant pea gravel, a good 100 mil above where the pipe is at the moment, and then obviously then we'll top it off with type 1 stone, and that's going to be the same then over here as well. Put another 100 mil of stone in, and then obviously top it up with type 1. But the main thing is that we're going to have to put a ply sheet through here to obviously hold the stone back and allow us to dig the foot in. And what we'll then do is when we put the ply sheet in, we'll drive some metal pegs in there to hold everything firm, which we're going to do now before we go any further. So you can actually see we've got a load of stone around the pipe here. On top we like to throw type 1. Don't really like to put clay back into the ground because obviously this is going to be a patio, and the thing is with a patio it'll end up sinking over time. So all I do is fill it with 10 mil and then fill it with MOT, whacker it down, job done. So as you can see here, we put a ply sheet, and the reason being is we've got footings going this side, and then we want to fill this with stone. So what we're doing is got some 20 mil steel rod. We've always got it with us, and we've driven them into the ground there, and we just put a cross one over here. So what will happen is that we can fill this side quite comfortably without worrying about any stone transferring to that side and pushing the ply that way. And then what we'll do is once this is all full here, we can then excavate that side there, and what will happen is it means that we can then pull the footings, and then it'll absolutely brilliant. So guys, what we've got here, we've had a really good day today actually. We've got all the main drains connected now all the way through from here. We've done the connection, put the pea gravel in, used the QAC 4000s. We then run the pea gravel all the way through, then topped it off with a load of MOT. That runs all the way through here. We're doing relevant shutter works, we're doing more pea gravel in here, connections here, doing all the connections, now topping off with a load of MOT in here, getting this already shored all this up so it holds all of this stone back and ready for the footings to then be poured in one hit through here. Awesome day, boom. So absolutely brilliant. All we're going to do tomorrow now is we're going to put the footings in over here, dig them footings of the existing part of the building, return it here. So within probably 2-3 hours tomorrow, we'll be pretty much there where we need to be, and then ready for the concrete on Friday. Awesome. See you soon, guys. So what we've done here is we've set a pin over here. We then run a line all the way then through. Now what we do, we set these 45 degrees pretty much. So basically it comes across the corner of the building, another timber coming across here. And what we do is we set all the perimeter of the building out. So you can see this line here. You can see where it crosses here. That line then runs all the way along over to there. Same setup over there. We use the laser level to set these datums so they're nice and level, so the lines are pretty level. We don't want them drifting on a hill like this, so it gives us a true reading of where the building's at. You can see this is crosshaired over here nicely. We've checked them for square. We're literally within a couple of mil on the diagonals, which is really cool. So what we've now done is we've plumbed down from this outer line of the building on the extension, and then come down to here. We've marked the center of the footing, which is this, because we've got a reveal coming over here. And what happens is as that reveal comes in, we then have to step out then for another footing. So from there, we've then marked out the 675 mil required. We've then stepped back in then to go to the center of the footing, which is this line. So this line here represents then the center of the bucket, as we always do. So Ailey's now going to crack on. We're just now clearing the last bits of the soil from the dig out here. Once we've actually then done that, we can then dig a trench over here, which allows then to run the storm for the new part of the build into our soakaway over here. And then the other thing we'll then going to do is then we'll distribute the stone, which is basically over here. We'll get the MOT and then we'll just cascade it over the playground, which is here, which will help then stop getting the really muddy boots. The concrete pump guys are coming here today. They're going to set up about 12:30. We've then got the concrete lorry coming then about 1 o'clock. So hopefully all things will be all poured and finished through all of this by
about 2:30.